Hey girls and guys, today we are obviously doing another vlog style video. As you can see, I am still out on the road, not in my normal environment. So I just wanted to have a little chit chat with you, and as promised, if you saw last week's vlog video, then you know I told you I would do an update on my BBL, which I'm going to do today. So today we are going to talk about the things that I actually hate about my BBL procedure. It's been 18 months, just over 18 months as of May 28th. And for those of you that are new to my channel or you've never seen any of my videos, I had a BBL back in November 28th, 2016. So that was the date of my original surgery. And at that point, you know, after you get your surgery, it's not always evident what your body's really going to look like until really honestly about a year has passed, like 9 months, because your body takes a while to settle back in, especially if you had a lot of liposuction done. So anyway, I just want to touch on that and talk about that. But first, if you like these type of videos, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you hang out with us and become a part of our brother and sisterhood, join in on our chit chats, and that way you don't miss a video. So you would have already known what we were talking about had you gotten a notification last week. All right, so yeah, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you at the notification center. Yes. Let's just jump right into it. First, I need to get those of you caught up that are maybe new to my channel or you stumbled across this video because you are doing some research. Please, by all means, continue to research as much as possible. That is the driving force behind why I have put these videos together and created this content to help you out. If you've never seen any of my videos, please go to my main channel. Be nice if you hit subscribe, girl, but if you're not going to do that, I still want to offer you help. I created an entire playlist. I think it's called my BBL playlist or plastic surgery playlist or something like that. I have several videos that go into great detail from the very beginning of my procedure to from my consultation all the way through the surgery, many updates, and then this one will be added as well. So this particular video is actually about the things that I hate about my BBL procedure. Now, again, for those of you that are new to this channel and you don't know anything about me, I had my BBL done in 2016. It was November 28th, 2016. So I am currently at the 18-month mark. I will be officially 2 years in November. So there are some things that you don't realize right off after having the surgery because your body really takes quite a bit of time to settle in. Like, you'll see immediate results, but you won't see your final results for quite some time. So if you have possibly had a BBL and you're like researching everything you possibly can, like I was, just know that your body, it's going to take really honestly a year to settle into what it's going to look like. I would say maybe 9 months, but for me, it was definitely a year. And I'm going to talk about how weight changes your BBL, obviously the things that I hate about it, and I'm going to, I'll answer a few things that I actually like about it, okay? Quite a few of you guys have asked me now at this point, this stage, how do I feel about my BBL? And do I now regret having it? And the truth of the matter is, honestly, no, I still do not regret having my BBL. After everything that I went through from the beginning up until now, I do not regret having my procedure done. I absolutely love my results, and although they've changed a bit over time, I'm still very happy with them. Now, as I told you, my surgery was 18 months ago from the filming of this video, and you're probably asking who was my doctor. It was Dr. Tariq Smiley out of Beverly Hills, California. I used to live in LA, now I live in Las Vegas. So that was my surgeon. Very happy with his results. I had to gain 15 to 20 pounds is what I was told before I could have my surgery, because you have to have enough fat to be grafted. I ended up gaining about 25, maybe 30 pounds. I think it was 25 pounds. And I was able to get 900 cc's put in both sides of my buttocks or my booty. And I'm not sure how much actually went into my hips, but I do have what's called dip hips. So my hips are actually inverted. Instead of going straight up and down or being curved out, my hips went in. And so I'm sure more fat had to go there than normal. I'm just going to estimate that maybe 300 cc's per side went into my hips. I don't know that to be true, but that's just my estimation. So right after surgery, I won't say right after, because there's a lot of swelling that takes place, okay? The swelling actually takes about 9 months, I kid you not, 6 to 9 months to kind of go down. I was told like 9 months, and it's very true. You'll get to see your shape a lot sooner than that, obviously. I would say if maybe you're watching this video and you just had your surgery, because that's what I was doing, like right before I had my BBL and right after, like the weeks right after. Y'all couldn't pull me off of YouTube searching for videos, just trying to hear other people's experiences. That's absolutely normal. You want to know what to do. Are you doing something wrong? What can you expect? So a few things will happen in the beginning. You will definitely lose some fat. That is normal. Most people lose anywhere from like 20 to 30%. I actually ended up losing a bit more. And I'll come back to that in just a second. But the other thing is the scariest thing I think for me was the hardening of the fat. I forgot the actual technical name of it, and it's like really scary. And you think, oh my God, is my body rejecting the fat and blah blah blah. 9 times out of 10, no, your body's not rejecting it. It just gets a little hard, and then it will soften up, and you'll be just fine. But the one thing I will say, I didn't really see my shape until after I was about a month to 6 weeks post surgery. Then I really started to see my shape, and I was like, "Ooh, girl, yes, ma'am," and I really liked it. I will say, your garment, like your stage 2 garment, like the second garment that you get that you were supposed to stay in, make sure you don't cut any corners. Be sure to wear your garment the entire time. I actually wore my garment, I think, a month or 2 longer than what it was recommended, just because I was terrified. You definitely want to wear the garment. Your garment will help you, will help everything gel together. It will help keep everything smooth and just help form your shape. So you want to wear the garment. Don't cut any corners on that. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it as far as like the positive side. Now, to the actual things that I hate about my BBL, it's not a long list, but they are very important things and some things that you definitely want to think about before having this procedure. And I will say the first thing on my list is the scarring. I do not like these scars, y'all. Okay, so this is the deal. I don't keloid. If you keloid, you definitely want to have a conversation with your surgeon beforehand, because they have to make several incisions on you in order to get the cannula to inside of you in order to graft or harvest the fat. That's how they do the liposuction. They use what's called a cannula. It's a long, skinny, needle-looking thing, and it's, they different sizes, usually about that thick. I don't know if you can see it, depending on where they are harvesting the fat from. They will choose the corresponding size cannula. So anyway, they take that cannula and they suck all the fat out, right? Well, those scars where that cannula is going in and out of you, if you're like me, I scar a bit. And I have scars on the backside right above my knees, like right above my calves. And they're not super noticeable to people, but they're noticeable to me. I see them when I turn around and look in the mirror, like if I have shorts on or a shorter dress. And then there's also the scars that are on my back, which are like literally nickel size. I hate them so much. And even though they're lowered, you can't really see them when I put on most bathing suits. They still bother me a lot because I can't wear backless dresses without being self-conscious about them. I usually will put like makeup on those scars just to cover them up if I have to wear like a backless gown or something. And So I really, really hate that. I'm actually thinking about having scar revisions done, meaning where they will basically cut that scar off and restitch it and try to get a cleaner scar. So if anything, that's what I would do. Now, I did tell you guys a few videos ago that I couldn't tell you whether or not if I was going to have a round 2 BBL. I was really up in the air with it. And at this point, I've made up my mind, no, I'm not, simply because I have gained weight. And you probably heard me whining about this in the past 4 or 5 videos about my weight gain. I've gained like another 30 pounds, so I'm sitting around 165, and I can't say that I hate the way I look. I don't. I actually like the way I look, and the weight gain has actually been what's deterred me from wanting a round 2. And here's why. So when they take that fat out and they transfer it to wherever they're going to put it, for me in my case, my hips and my booty, well, those fat cells are still very much alive. The ones that survive, they are alive and they function just like fat cells. With my weight gain, fat cells are doing what they do. They are expanding in my hips and in my bottom. So the weight that when I talked about my round 2, let me back up. So when I talked about my round 2, it was because I have the dip hips, right? Okay, so when you get a BBL, I told you, you lose some of that fat, and some of the fat I lost, of course, was in my hips and of course in my butt. But I really wanted my hips to be a little bit more curvy. So now speed back up. The fat cells are still working. They're still doing their job. So they expand, and the fat cells in my hips have also expanded a bit to enough to where I like the way they look. And my butt has gotten bigger, back to the size that it was in the beginning of my recovery process, when I really, really liked it. So I like my booty a whole lot more now that I've actually gained some weight, and I like my hips, so I don't want to go do a round 2. However, I will say that, as I've mentioned, with the weight gain, I really needed to work out. So I've been working out. One of our sisters, Rhonda, Real Life by Rhonda, y'all should check her channel out. She's here in Vegas. And so now Rhonda has been down with Team Hot since like 2009, since the very beginning. And she's definitely one of our sisters. So when I moved to Vegas and I started doing Dorcas House, she reached out to me and I was like, girl, I didn't know you were here, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, oh my God, we've become like real life friends. And just one of my girls. And so I've been doing these dance classes. So the dance classes I've been using to, I guess, shape and tone my newfound thickness. So I'm going to be okay as far as the weight gain is concerned. I would say the next thing that I hate, or the second or third thing that I hate about my BBL procedure, is the cellulite. So again, I had to talk about my weight gain so you understand this thing about the cellulite. Now, prior to me having my procedure, I had some cellulite. I mean, we all have cellulite, and it was fine. I didn't like it then, but it was fine. It wasn't that bad. Now, back when I was a news reporter and when I was living in Dallas, I had gotten a little thick, and the cellulite was kind of still the same, okay? It wasn't that big a deal. So I don't want people to think that the cellulite was totally attributed to the weight gain. The weight gain is certainly a factor, but I feel like my cellulite has become more pronounced since I've had liposuctioning. Now, I was going to actually do some research and dig and see if there was any medical ties between it, which I think there is. But before I did that, I actually wanted to just give you guys my raw, honest opinion and what I feel about it without it being persuaded by anything that I've read. So if you're wondering why I didn't really research that before having this chit chat with you, that's why. I personally believe, in my own personal opinion, that the liposuction really caused my cellulite to be more pronounced. So it's a little disturbing when I put on shorts and a dress and to turn around and see the cellulite. It doesn't bother me horribly, but it's enough to where I'm going to be looking into some cellulite procedures and see if there's anything like thermage or something that can help just kind of smooth it out. I know you're probably going to say, well, girl, I thought you said wearing that garment. Well, the garment really I think not wearing the garment would have made it worse than what it is, to be honest. I'm just putting that out there. So anyway, that's honestly pretty much what I hate most about my BBL. The other thing I think would be, you know, my lower back, it's still a little tender, and it's been 18 months. Now, my nerves did not finish reattaching until like month 10, okay, post-surgery. I kid you not. Like, I still had nerves in my back that had not totally reattached, and you can feel the tingling sensation in your back. So that was a bit concerning. It wasn't so much just because I knew that was a possibility, and I'd read many things and heard from many doctors that it takes a long time for those nerves to reattach in your back because the liposuction with that cannula is just so aggressive to get that fat out of there. So that's why. But I don't like the tenderness. It's not something that I absolutely hate, but it's kind of annoying. I'll just leave it there. But that's really about it. I don't regret anything else. I don't regret anything about the surgery itself. I actually am very thankful that things turned out the way they did. Like I said, with the exception of my cellulite, because they don't pay no rent on this body. I don't know why they're here, but that and of course the scarring. I'll keep y'all posted on the scar revisions and all that stuff, and what I decide to do about that. So that's it. If there are any more questions that I can answer, I know I've been very slow to answer questions and comments or respond to comments in the last couple videos. It's because I have been, you know, kind of traveling, and it's been very hard. I've been limited on time. So I just wanted to let you guys know, for those of you that left me comments, y'all know I'm good for responding to almost all of my comments. I will respond. So if you get a response to your comment that's like 5 or 6 days old, please forgive me. I plan on answering every single question and responding to most every single comment that needs a response, okay? That's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoy this channel. Again, if you do, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you. That's it. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye.
I'm a dork.